We're interviewing John Chavez of Phil Long Hyundai, and John, you're getting a lot of attention with this Sell to the Walls event. Frankly, I've never heard of a sale quite like this. Have you ever done anything like this before?
Well, thank you, Jerry. And quite frankly, no. And on the other point, I don't think anybody else has either. It's drastic times right now for Hyundai, so we're going to drastic measures to sell to the walls.
Are new Hyundais really that hot now, and what made them so hot?
It's the hottest product in the market. It's the 2012 International Car of the Year. It was the 2011 International Car of the Year. The quality, the gas mileage, everything has been just super hot for Hyundais. The problem with Hyundai has been that they've not been able to make enough inventory to cover what people want to buy right now. And that's why we've got to take drastic measures like this. We're in Colorado Springs, Colorado. That has a lot to do with it. We're not in California. We're not in New Jersey or New York. So we don't get the inventory levels that other stores get or other communities get. So we want to do this for the community. We want to do it for ourselves, obviously. But I think more than anything else, we want to make a statement to the factory that Colorado Springs is a viable Hyundai point in the United States.
How exactly does the allocation system work? I mean, when you get down to zero inventory, what does that exactly mean as far as your future allocation?
Well, what that means, if we got down to zero inventory, Hyundai would be forced to send us a whole month's allocation in 1 week. And that in turn would give us more allocation in the future, because basically what happens is this: if you've got 50 cars and that's what you sell in a month, that's what you get, but it gets broken down weekly. If you sell 50 cars in 1 week or 100 cars in 1 week, that's what you get for that particular week. So normally we would sell between 50 and 100 cars in a month. If we do it all in 1 week, which is the plan, we would get that in 1 week, and we'd have a whole month's allocation, and then we would just build and build and build, and we'd have enough product to again facilitate the community of Colorado Springs.
So if you sold all 50 of these cars that come in to replace the ones that you have now, and you sold them all in, say, 10 days, that means you'd get another full month's allocation right after the first ones, and that's how you build the...
That's exactly right, and that's how you build your inventory. And of course, we're using basic numbers of 50 to make things easier on me, but that's exactly right. And the idea would be, if we can do this 2, 3, 4 weeks in a row, we would theoretically have 2, 3, 4 months worth of inventory, old inventory, on our lot at this time, and then we'd actually have a better dealership and a bigger dealership.
But this is obviously going to cost you gross, because in selling them this fast, you can't get the kind of prices you would if you were holding out for a month.
It's real simple mathematics. Yeah, I mean, obviously, supply and demand dictates we should be charging more for these vehicles at this point since we have less of them, but it doesn't work in our cycle. What we want to do is we'll go ahead and take losses now to have future inventory for later on. And that's what we're going to do. We're getting into the selling season, and so yeah, we'll take short deals. We'll take any type of offer that we need to take to sell to the walls, to sell to zero inventory. That's the plan, and we're going to do it.
So if a customer has been looking at a Hyundai but didn't think they could make the payments on that Hyundai, this is a good time to come in and make you an offer?
It's a great time to make us an offer. And not only because we're selling to the walls, the banks are dictating, there's better interest rates out there, there's great lease rates out there. There's a lot of different ways to buy a car that there wasn't even 6, 12 months ago. So now's the perfect opportunity to come in, get the best deal, get the best finance rates, and right now we've got the best inventory, but I'm telling you, we won't in 3 weeks.
That sounds great. Now, exactly how do the mechanics of this sale work? Because you're going to have to accelerate everything to move out every new car you've got in this by April 7th.
A couple of different things are happening. One is we know exactly what inventory we have. We know what inventory that's on the ground, obviously, but we also know what's coming in. And what we do is, on our TV screens, as you come into our stores, you'll see the monitors, and you'll actually see what inventory we have available, again, on the ground, and also what's coming in. When the vehicle sells, we'll mark it as sold, we'll put the customer's name on it, and then the next customer that comes in will see that the vehicles have been, in fact, sold, so we won't oversell our inventory, because obviously we don't want to do that either.
Sounds good. What about trade-ins? How are you handling trade-ins in the sale?
Again, another unique situation for the customer. Trade-ins are worth more than they've ever been. Blue Book is not, it's one of those things you kind of throw out the window because we can't go to the auctions and buy trades for what they're really worth now. So what we'd rather do is let customers come in, we'll give them the money, give them the tax savings that they would receive on that trade. And again, it's you know, the cost of buying is less than it's ever been.
So people are going to get more for their trade right now probably, and they're going to get a historic price on a Hyundai because you're obviously going to have to take some losses to make this thing work, to sell everything out.
Like I said earlier, we're willing to do whatever it takes to get to zero inventory. That's what it's all about.
Well, good luck, John. I think I may come down and take a look at some Hyundais.
You should, and I'm telling you, anybody else that's in the market right now, come on down. We're selling to the walls.